Gaurang Shah is joining us to give in some more perspective of what happened with Dr. Reddy's and what is the likely resolution, likely way forward. Gaurang, bitter pill for Dr. Reddy's, 11 observations for the Hyderabad unit. Management says they'll be able to, they're fairly confident of timely resolution. How confident can the investors be at this point of time?
Thanks, Karanya, and good afternoon to all of you all. So, this is not the first time that we've seen issues with respect to Form 483 and observations coming out not once, but I think it has happened in the history a couple of times. And that too, not on one facility. I think they have got issues to resolve at least 2 or 3 more facilities in the past. Having said that, and looking at the past resolutions, well, if I have to give credit in terms of capability, capacity and experience of the management to resolve these issues, I think we should give it to them. One more disclosure, we do have a positive coverage, Karanya, on the stock from a long-term point of view. The only problem is bad news on one pharma company and the entire pharmaceutical sector goes into the ICU. It's not like the resolution will not come through, but it will take time. Stock has been an underperformer on fallback of little bit disappointment earnings and news flows like we are discussing right now. Okay. This could lead to short to medium term more downside, but I think long term resolutions will come through. We have a coverage if you have a 2.5-3 year time horizon.
Okay, that's good to hear. Of course, it's a very big company. It's a very reliable management, of course. But tell us how important is this particular manufacturing unit? This is the formulation unit 3, the Hyderabad plant. How critical is it for the company's overall sales?
So it does contribute to a great extent on the balance sheet as far as the dollar revenues are concerned, currently. And that's what exactly is the concern. And that's what I said. That if you are buying the stock just because it has fallen from a short to medium term point of view, I don't think that's going to be a wise decision. If you're buying the stock with a 2.5, 3 year plus time horizon, I'm quite sure not one, but most of the resolutions should come through. And we should again have positivity in terms of this facility supplying to the US markets and other markets in the world. But the problem still remains on the pressures, and only time will tell in terms of what kind of downward take has come in from this on the balance sheet, and of course what kind of profit hit they are taking in terms of percentage.
Okay, Gaurang, just very quickly, closing comments from you. You have a positive coverage on the stock. What are some triggers, some tailwinds that you see over the next couple of years that are making you bet on this counter?
So, like I said, capability and capacity, experience of the management to resolve issue. And like I said, it is not the first time in the history also it has happened. They've resolved it. We've again got the green flag up from the USFDA and they have started to supply. The problem is how fast the resolution will come. Of course, there are 11 observations that we are speaking, but I think if we'll have to go to minute detail and if the management is able to come out with an explanation in terms of time horizon, how fast, I think that's going to add to the sentiments of the stock.
All right, Gaurang, really appreciate you taking out time to give in some perspective about what these 11 observations could mean, how long